What's happening here today in Trafalgar Square is that we're celebrating the second International UN Day of the Girl.
It's a chance to dial up girls' issues, girls' education, child marriage, sexual reproductive health, early pregnancy, giving people a chance to see some of the life stories of the girls who Plan is working with. And I think that kind of brings a reality to international development that sometimes you miss in Trafalgar Square in central London.
Behind us, we're erasing barriers to girls' education. With the help of many people here, they're slowly but surely erasing the picture of a sweatshop to reveal girls in classrooms, which is a wonderful thing. It could take some time, but it's good. They're getting there.
The greatest untapped resource of the developing world is the female population, who in so many places are left uneducated and unempowered.
If we don't educate girls, then what actually tends to happen is that they're forced into situations that they don't want to be in, that they haven't chosen.
They have no means of getting a job on their own, and so they can't be independent.
They don't know how to retaliate when people say, no, you don't have rights.
There's an old African proverb which is that you educate a boy and you educate an individual, but you educate a girl and you're educating an entire village.
What we're really fighting for here is a basic human right for girls and young women across the world. A young woman forced to marry at 14, 15, not only is therefore powerless in her new family environment, but of course will be facing very early pregnancy.
The single biggest cause of death of adolescent girls is childhood pregnancy and childhood childbirth.
There can be girls as young as 13 pregnant, that's like 4 years younger than me, already having had 1 or 2 children.
That is no way in the 21st century to be allowing our girls, our young women to grow up.
Hello and good morning everybody, and what a day for all of you girls and young women who walked this morning to celebrate the second International Day of the Girl. Give yourselves a great cheer.
Today, girls did the worldwide walk and together amazingly walked the circumference of the world. And they've raised loads of money for the Because I'm a Girl campaign and girls projects directly helping girls around the world. Then they listened to speeches from Lynn Featherstone, Difford's Minister for International Development, and Plan's Youth Advisory Panel speaking about why education is important to them, and schoolgirls from London schools speaking about why education is so pivotal to girls around the world.
So we have to work on 2 fronts. We have to raise money through the Girls' Fund to get girls into school, to protect them on their journey to school, to give them books to learn while they're at school. But we also have to campaign with government so that they continue to provide education for girls and young women.
There are still 65 million girls of primary school and lower secondary school age who have no education. This is a tragedy for the girl herself, but it's also a disaster for development. So investing in girls and women is both the right thing to do, but it is also the very smart thing to do.
It's very important that male awareness of these issues is addressed. We see many programmes that Plan UK is running directly to not only raise awareness of girls' rights amongst girls and women, but also to do the same amongst men. So the teachers, the religious leaders, the politicians, that they realise that this is something they need to actually take a proactive step and stand forward and fight for, because ultimately it will make a difference, a positive difference, to them and the countries in which they work.
We've been really overwhelmed by the support we've had today.
We actually need to listen to what young people collectively are saying. There are many, many young people in this square this morning. We've just heard them. They are fighting for the rights of young women. That's what we need to join them in doing.
That we need to introduce binding targets to end child marriage and to ensure that all girls get access to at least 9 years of quality education in school. We have to get global leaders all united. We're making a lot of noise and we're using days like today to really galvanise efforts to get those targets laid down and committed to. Only then can we make a real difference.
We need all the girls that we can to be able to express their feelings and to be able to fulfil their potential.